We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals.
Kickoff for Cincinnati.
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? On the return, Dontrell Hilliard. And he'll be taken down inside the 15. And to make matters worse, a flag is down as well. Yeah, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
On the pickup.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back them up halfway. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
Watch your slack, watch your slack, watch your slack. Hurry. 55. Right there in the middle, 55. I got one.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, alert! We won! Come to my work! Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Alert! Mike, 55. Hurry! Mike, get this work!
From the gun, Mayfield. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Oh, little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Second and 11 now. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's complete to John Ross. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Cincinnati.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Drew Sample, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead.
For the point after.
Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, penalty marker is down. Let's... see what that's about. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
7-yard line.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine, Donovan Peoples-Jones. And it's 2nd down.
Covered by Trey Williams.
I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch me work, watch me.
I don't even know why this team showed up. Check 55 to mine. Hey, 133. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Undercross, under. Hurry.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. He finds an opening past the 40. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First catch there for OBJ, and that good for a first down.
The 47-yard line.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
King. Hey, watch the ball. Hurry. Point it right. Switch.
And again, it's Mayfield, escaping the pressure right. It's caught by OBJ. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That goes for a gain of 31.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
I'm coming for you. You mine. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
King. 57. Mike, 57. Yo. Hurry.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback.
Seibert on for the field goal.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Bengals 7, Browns nothing. Austin Seibert for the Browns field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Well,
that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Balled at the 26, 2nd and 7. the gun. It's Burrow. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. With a man with a big new contract, Myles Garrett, in there to take him down.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out and giving the ball back to their offense?
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. That's taken it around the 40. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bengals' 49-yard line.
Four receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. 50 seconds, right? Strip the ball. Hurry, hurry.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
Jesse Bates.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Intercepted by the Bengals.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And it'll be intercepted. That's the rookie from LSU, Grant Delpit. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Following the interception, Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll be out right at the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
1st and 10.
Of course, he was solid last week. AFC Offensive Player of the Week award. 2 touchdowns in that game.
Yeah, he's playing at a level right now where he's just breaking down defenses. Makes me remember when I was playing and my defensive back coach told me, listen, if you give up a touchdown pass, that's on me. I didn't coach you well enough. If you give up a second one, that's on you. And if there's a third one, I'm getting someone else in the game.
55. Regular. Alert. Defense. Check 43. 6 guard. Check 6 guard. Alert flare.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine, Donovan Peoples-Jones. But it's going to be 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Ball carrier taken down at the 41. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback Denzel Ward. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. The Browns drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. To throw, Mayfield. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
King. You. Mike, Mike. Hey. Check.
Now Mayfield. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
At the 47-yard line.
Mayfield on first down. It's caught. Beckham. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
It's a game.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Mike, 57. Hey, alert. Check. Hurry.
Mayfield with it once more. Flushed out right. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here I come again.
Mayfield looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Alert. Check mark. Watch 55. Hurry. Check 55.
And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
3 down. Run. 55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. Don't get nervous. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Watch the run. Regular. Mike 55. Right there in the middle. Good time.
First down, Mayfield. Dancing to his left. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
To 2nd and goal from the 10-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns have taken the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll stay on the ground, mix it again. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Six yards left on second down. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
On third down, Burrow. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The D-tackle, Sheldon Richardson, came barreling in for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Well, nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
35-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Geno Atkins breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
At the 47-yard line.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Donovan Peoples-Jones.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Run.
Now Chubb. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 25 yards that time.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Browns add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett, his second sack of the night.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. And that'll be incomplete. Burrows took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
From the gun on third down is Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
It's 4th down.
Here's Kevin Huber now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. So it sails out of bounds close to midfield, and they'll say actually right at midfield.
The 50-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Run. Hey, we're 33. Check. I got you.
Mayfield now from the 50. He's going to let this one go deep. This is caught inside the 15. 36 yards on the play.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
I'm coming out to you. Hey, alert. Check. Regular. Hey. That's me.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
10 yards.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, The stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Makes the score Browns 24.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And it's 3rd and short.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll run with Mixon, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First down, Bengals.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Joe Mixon. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Taken down.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. This time Burrow will look to throw. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
The ball carrier.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And again, it's Chubb. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
180. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day on this. It's going to be a long day. Like 55, like 55.
The defense can stop